So you're just a hypocrite.
No, I have standards. Right, now, talking about standards, of course, we're all football fans, as I said, to varying degrees.
Yes.
But some of us show absolutely extraordinary devotion to our clubs. And you don't even have to be a fan of one of the top four or even a Premiership club to show extraordinary devotion. We've got a young lady on the line now called Sarah Blexley, who's a Sutton United fan, and I live very close to Sutton United, by the way. And their biggest moment was when they knocked Coventry out the FA Cup a few years ago, when they were in what's now the conference.
Oh, yeah.
And young Sarah's got an extraordinary story to tell us. We'll hear from her right now. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah, good afternoon to you. Great you're coming on the show. Let me just tell our listeners, while we're talking to you, you are a Sutton United football fan. You haven't missed a home game for 10 years. I don't think you've missed an away game for about 4 years. And you get to all these away games on your bike. Is that correct?
It's only correct for this season.
Right, OK. So you've started cycling this season to away games, have you?
That's right, yeah.
And where's your next away game?
Lowestoft in Suffolk.
And just to remind everybody, Sutton in Surrey you have to go down to Junction 8 on the M25 to let people know where it is. That's about 100 miles from Lowestoft, isn't it?
130.
130 miles?
Each way?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be cycling back because that would take too much time.
I see, but you're definitely going to be cycling there?
I am, yes.
And you are determined to cycle to all Sutton United's away games this season, yeah?
That's right. It's a fundraising thing, really.
Right. Who's it fundraising for?
What I'm raising money for is Sutton United's football development plan.
Right.
Which is a 5-year plan to develop community football facilities that everybody can use. And we're developing teams for women and girls. And the plan is to build community facilities that also disabled footballers can use as well.
I see. Well, it's extraordinary devotion. How long is it going to take you to get to Lowestoft, and what time will you start off for the game whenever it kicks off?
Well, the game kicks off at 3 o'clock, so...
On Saturday?
Yes, that's right, this Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I could make it before 3 o'clock if I did it all in one day. I'd have to leave in the middle of the night, so I'm actually setting off tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be cycling to Ipswich, and I'll be staying the night there, and then on Saturday I'll be going on to Lowestoft.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so you're doing 2 legs. It's an incredible thing to do. I mean, forgive my ignorance about Sutton United's record this year, Sarah. How are they getting on?
Pretty well, actually. We've played 9 games now. We won 7 of those in the trot.
Yeah.
We unfortunately lost on Monday, our first defeat of the season, which means that we're now second in the league, but only because we've scored 3 goals fewer than Lowestoft, who are top. So it's going to be a bit of a top-of-the-table clash.
Oh, top-of-the-table clash. And how many sort of travelling fans will you mingle with, do you think, at Lowestoft?
Well, quite a few. We've got a coach going up, which we don't always do. So I'm hoping there'll be quite a few of us there.
I mean, why there's extraordinary devotion to Sutton United? Because, of course, they are a non-league club, always have been. They have been as high up as the league below the Football League. But what is the attraction? I mean, where do you get this devotion from, Sarah?
It's my local club. I was born and bred in Sutton. I don't really know why I started going. I just did. But I find non-league football more interesting than league football, actually. And it's a bit different, but it's also the big pull of it really is the fact that it's one big community and you can be really part of your club.
Yeah.
So rather than paying far too much money for a Premiership season ticket and not knowing who the person sitting next to you is, you can really make a lot of friends and really be part of something. And I mean, I feel what I'm doing now is helping to develop the club itself.
Yeah. Well,
and how much money are you actually hoping to raise over the course of the season, Sarah?
Well, I'm not sure because people have been really generous so far. We're only in October and I've already raised £908 in pledges.
Good for you. Now tell me this, how many miles in total do you expect to be cycling this season to cover all the away games?
It's around about 900.
OK, because Sutton now are in a regional league, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Which league is that?
It's the Ryman Premier League.
Ryman Premier, and that is the south of England, is it?
That's it, the south east, yeah.
I see, and Lowestoft must be your longest trip, presumably.
It is, yes.
Yeah, OK, you get that out of the way, and then how do you get back? Do you put your bike on the roof of some fan's car or something?
Well, that would be nice, but I don't know anyone who's got a roof rack, so it might have to be the train.
Oh, yeah, I see, you get back on the train. Well, I hope there's a fan there who'll give you a lift back. OK, well, do you have a boyfriend who supports Sutton United as well, Sarah?
I do have a boyfriend, but he doesn't support Sutton United.
Who does he support?
Oh, he supports Hearts because he's from Edinburgh.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Well. Anyway, at least you're in a football relationship. Well, look, Sarah, we wish you all the very best. I admire enormously your commitment to your club. I've said before, it's very, very easy to support Manchester United. It's very easy to support a club that's rich and wealthy. But your devotion to your club, would you say you're Sutton's top fan?
I can't say that, but I'm certainly someone who wants to be Sutton's top fan.
You do. Okay.
And have you got a website or anything, Sarah, that we could direct people to?
If you go to the club's official website, which is suttonunited.net, there's a link under news there, which you can follow to my pledge page and my blog, which is sort of all about what I've been doing so far. We've had 4 away matches so far, and I've written about all of those there.
That's fine. And by the way, were you a cyclist first or a football fan first? And did you take up the other one to facilitate the first?
I think I was a football fan first.
Right.
But they've got nothing to do with each other, really. They're both just things I love doing.
I see. Okay, fine. Well, once again, congratulations on your idea, and we wish you the very best of luck with raising your money. And what a devoted football fan you are. You've taught us all a lesson. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much indeed. Sarah Fletcher, what an extraordinary young lady.
Yeah, it's a marvellous thing that she's doing, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, could you imagine getting on your bike and cycling 5 miles, Mike, let alone 130?
Well, actually, no, I haven't cycled anywhere for quite a long time, and the idea of getting on one of these Boris bikes that they've got here in London, you see people getting on them all the time now, by the way.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
I just don't fancy it at all.
No, well, it shows that you haven't been on a bike for about 35 years, because, when you get on a bike, you burn off a load of calories.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Well, you need a lot of calories burning off, that's the point I'm making.
I don't need to burn any calories off.
Do.
It's cost me a lot of money to look like this, as I've told you before.